Hello, air signs. Thanks for coming back to the Elephant Key for your June 2022 bonus for June. Look, I've had to redo this reading 3 times because of this right here. Cleo is extra special talkative. She wants to be right in the middle of the magic as it happens. Yeah, I see that. Calicos. What is the problem? What seems to be the issue? Say what you gotta say. Get it out. I know, precious girl. My precious girl. Yes. Morale. So hold please as I put Cleo away for a minute, or she will do this and be all over the cards and plop her butt all over everything. I know. You see this? Yep.
Jared's not here yet.
Okay. Take 6. So I had several chances to pull your cards, and now hopefully I get an uninterrupted chance to read them. We got the 7th house. There's a little yin yang energy here. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. Air signs. We're seeing a little bit in terms of communication, saying hellos, saying goodbyes, making plans. You could be experiencing something going on in terms of your either business or family, as it's stated. We also have the 8th house. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. We see wedding rings here, angelic protection, the masculine and feminine listed here. And someone is picking a flower and asking, he loves me or he loves me not. Then we have Taurus. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It's rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. This is a grounding energy that you're feeling. So we could be seeing some of these influences in this reading today. In the bottom, first off, we see the Empress, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Out of the gate, I'm seeing the Empress standing in her power. She's figuring out that she really doesn't need. Right now, there is an air sign that is just really not feeling that it's necessary for excessive acts of affection. This air sign is stepping into their power. And they may have spent some recent time of introspection, hermiting, because we have the Hermit in reverse. However, you're really starting to branch out and communicate. You're making ties. You're putting yourself in situations where you're spending more time with people. With the Queen of Wands, people may be coming to you for guidance and advice. The time for hermiting is over. You're really starting to be seen. It's getting warmer here in the United States with summer on the horizon. And it's time to go out and do some things. Get the things done. Spend some time in the sun. And you have the Four of Pentacles. When we talk about shared resources, this is a feeling of really wanting to be independent. Holding back, trying to start a savings, trying to create something for yourself that doesn't cause you to have to rely on other people. There's a real feeling of independence here, but at the same time, you're really wanting to spend some time with other people as well. You're realizing that independence, you don't have to spend all your time alone to control the influences around you. Judgment in reverse. Really not wanting to resurrect old patterns that you may have had. Some people, some air signs are just feeling like, fuck it, if they judge me, they judge me. You're not really there for it. You're starting to not really care what people think. Not that you ever did before, air sign, but you're starting to feel more confident in your own skin, and it means less what people think of you. There's a new air of confidence here with this Queen of Wands and the Empress card on this bottom. You may have actually started about doing some sort of crafting or gardening. Maybe some of you are interested in painting, some sort of extracurricular thing that you're doing that's helping you express yourself. You might even find that you're making money from it. This reminds me of a friend of mine who's a Libra who gardens. And I'm always thinking, my God, if she did like lavender and oregano, sage bundles, she could make a killing. We also have the Moon in reverse. This is over the Page of Cups. So some of you are beginning to think that the communication between you and a loved one is a little skewed. You're not, some of you may have not felt real good about the communication that's been coming back and forth. You may have text messages to a special someone and you feel like you're being bullshitted or they're blowing smoke up your ass. You're not really trusting the messages of support that you're receiving. Confirming the Hermit is the Five of Cups in reverse. There could have been a situation that you were grieving over, you were having a hard time overcoming. The Five of Cups in reverse is really heavy. This is a healing card. You got the Hermit in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. This is you finally getting back on the horse. This is you busting out of this self-imposed prison cell of maybe depression or low self-esteem at some point, and you're really making a comeback, air sign. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Pentacles again. So we have it twice in the same row. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's not as hard as it was before to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. Something that you're doing, it just doesn't feel like it takes as much effort. I think that you're conserving and you're saving and you've got the ability to do that. Some of you could be making more money or have work prospects on the way. Some of you could be looking for work and it's coming. With the Four of Pentacles, though, you need to be careful that you're not sitting in an energy of lack or scarcity, because this can really put a damper on your manifestation skills. So we see here in the root of this reading that time, energy, and resources are really at the focal point of June. You are getting out there and raising your confidence level, and you really feel empowered. And where there was a fear of judgment of what people might think, that is passing away rather quickly. You just kind of have your zero fuck sweater on. All right, moving on. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Sun card. So in the past, you may have felt like there weren't very many options open to you. You were very selective about the options that you chose. These could be options of love interests, jobs, all sorts of possibilities. You were in the position where you had to choose what it was you wanted to do. For my daughter, who's a Libra, choosing what her focal point of study was going to be. For my friend Rachel, it could have been what job she was going to choose to move on to. Whatever choice you've made, we've got the Sun card here. So there's some level of happiness that is received from the choices that you made. The Sun card can also mean not so much happiness, but clarity, seeing things with full spectrum of light, shedding enormous clarity on the situation. In the future, we see the Hangman in reverse, which means you're having a hard time shifting perspective. And then we have the Justice card, which is your card, air signs. I mean, the Justice is putting things in balance, gaining a very clear perspective of what's happening here. Just because you see it clearly doesn't mean you appreciate the perspective of it. Let's get some confirmation on this Seven of Cups, please. What were these options or lack of options? Six of Swords, because you had to move on from something. Something that you had determined was going to be a long-term goal, you ended up moving away from. But you had a little more understanding of what the situation was. So you packed up the understanding you gleaned from the situation and you moved on from it. Why is the Sun here? What is the Sun indication of? Spirit, I thought that was the utmost clarity and understanding. Can you give me some confirmation on this? Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Because you understood who it was that you were. You are the Queen of Cups. You maybe had a little less motivation to move forward, but you're overcoming a situation where you were really not treated correctly. You're seeing the full spectrum of that. You're starting to heal from it. When the Ten of Swords is in reverse, the swords are coming out of the bag. And you're happy to be out from underneath the pressure of other people's words, ideas, perceptions of you. You knew that you were going forward with all the best interests in mind, with greatest intentions, but it was really a difficult decision to move away from this. But you're seeing this with full clarity, understanding of the situation. Like, you know who was hurting you, you know what your part in it was, and you're having a clear understanding. I don't mean to just repeat myself over and over again. Let's go to the Hangman. Why is the Hangman in reverse? This can be Pisces energy. We're seeing Pisces showing up here quite a bit. Page of Cups in reverse. Now, you had this in the lower road here, and they were both in reverse. I think you're still thinking about a specific person. This individual can be emotionally immature. You're not really sure what to do with this person. There's obviously attraction for this person. You definitely have a tie, a bond. That's where the concentration is on relationships here. You're trying to stay grounded. You're trying to keep yourself preserved and safe over this possible water sign or love relationship immature individual. Let's see what the Justice says. Now, Justice can also indicate divorce. Basically, it's balancing of the scales. The King of Pentacles in reverse. What flew out of the deck? I don't know if I want this. What flew out of the deck was the Hierophant in reverse. King of Swords. You got the King of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Swords and the Devil. What the fuck, air sign? King of Pentacles in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. The King of Swords and the Devil. Oh, somebody isn't being very responsible. They're doing things in a non-traditional way, a very unpopular way. The King of Swords is like the master communicator. He's very kind of cold, concise, and to the point. And with this Devil card, this could indicate some lies or deception. The Devil also is passion. It's lustful things, hedonistic things. The Devil is having a heavy influence on the top of all these other cards. So we have the Justice, right? This balance. It's almost like the Wheel of Fortune, this karmic balance. But there's a really nasty turn that's coming about here. It's almost like there's two masculine energies who are, one is not very financially responsible. The other one can be very cutthroat, to the point, fuck around and find out energy. He's concise. He's an excellent communicator. He knows what he wants. Cut and dry. Where this other cat, he's like, got an excuse for everything. It's always somebody else's fault. It could be an earth sign energy. This King of Swords could actually be your energy, air sign. Just kind of nipping shit in the bud. But be careful that, because I feel like this situation is highly influenced by ego. Somebody could be really in their feels, not really thinking about what's being said. And there is definitely justice. Justice could be law enforcement. There could be some issues with the law involved in this. Well, I don't feel like somebody's being entirely honest about a situation. All right, moving forward. We've got the Death in reverse in the past, prolonging an inevitable end. We have the Seven of Pentacles, planting seeds. And we have the Magician, manifesting the fuck out of some abundance. Let's get some clarification on what needs to go. Page of Swords. Communication with an immature individual. That could be what promotes the beginning of the end. It seems like there may be a younger person who, and it doesn't mean it's got to be a male. Ooh, the Tower card. Yikes. We're dealing with a younger person. There's a sudden change and then a prolonged end of something. This seems to be like it's past energy. And it's connected also to this opportunities. Somebody sees an opportunity and takes advantage of it. And then you've got this younger person who isn't very wise communicator, kind of an immature communicator. In this Tower energy, there's a shock. There's an event that occurs. But air sign, you're having a hard time. You're just kind of prolonging this. You're kind of preventing the end of something so something new can be birthed in its place. What's this Seven of Pentacles? Planting seeds. It may have been that you wanted to end something, but you thought better that it wouldn't have been a good idea. Like you prevented yourself from just setting the fucking world on fire. Seven of Pentacles, strength in reverse. Someone planted some seeds from vulnerability. Somebody's having a really hard time enduring and waiting. Presently, you're in a waiting period and you feel very vulnerable, trying to figure out what to do, what's going to come of this whole thing. You're not sure what to do, so you're sitting still. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do, Libra. Ooh, maybe this is for a Libra. It's for an air sign for sure. And what's this Magician card, please? What's this Magician card, please? I'm going to use another deck. What's this Magician card? You're using all the elements to your disposal. You're using all your resources. You're thinking of all the things you can do to manifest abundance. You're alchemizing. You're turning one thing into another thing. Some of you could feel like a vessel from spirit, like you're becoming a new creation. The Nine of Swords in reverse. The anxiety over a situation is starting to dissipate, and you're being able to put all of your focus into what it is that you want. You're starting to it's like you're starting to blossom. Everything, the plans are coming together. Some of you could be doing tinctures or creating recipes. Ace of Wands in reverse. You're slow to action, air sign. It's kind of like the feeling that slow and steady wins the race. And you're not wanting to switch over and doing something brand new. You're wanting to stick to something that you know. And you're starting to build confidence in your skills and knowledge of something. And you're creating something, you're alchemizing it into something different. I'm not sure what that's about. Can I get any more on that? You've waited. The Devil. Five of Pentacles. I feel like there's a Libra that's been waiting for something to happen in a love relationship. They've been waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to make a decision. But there's an individual who does not want to make a choice. And this air sign is feeling like they've been left out in the cold. Like they're being rejected. Like they've been lied to, led on, and believed that something was going to create a situation for them that never panned out. And there's a blockage. And what you thought was going to be a possible abundance or a situation that made you feel productive and good about yourself ended up being a trickster. Someone who was manipulating your emotions here. Not only that, but for whatever reason, I'm getting the sense that it's affecting how you're spending your time, where you're spending your money, and how you're spending it, and how you're using what you're spending it on. It's affecting your way to provide for yourself. What do we got here with we've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is really stagnant, slow-moving energy. What is this about? Really stagnant, slow-moving energy. It's the Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is an absolutely yes positivity card. The Ace of Cups is absolute abundance. This is love. It's a new beginning for love and support. I think that something took too long. Something was stagnant and it just creeped along very slowly. And it provided the chance for a new beginning to come through. This is confirmed by the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. So you've got the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Somebody is not very happy. It's almost as though you finally had a come to air sign conversation with an individual who was wasting your time, who was becoming a burden in your life and creating more problems than they were benefiting. And thank you.
You're welcome. The cat just came in the store.
Okay.
She's hungry.
Okay. And you said, this isn't going anywhere and this isn't good for me. And just at the moment that you made that decision, a new opportunity for love moved in. And here you are feeling more confident in yourself. You're seeing things as they truly are. You've allowed yourself to go through all the growing pains here. And now you have this championship of this Ace of Swords and the love and support of this Ace of Cups. It's like you feel like there's a promise. And you've got all these aces. This is an absolute change and new beginning for you, air sign. This is the type of relationship. I haven't seen the Lovers coming in, though. Knight of Pentacles. Upright. I feel like you're having a shit or get off the pot conversation with an individual. And based on what they decide to do, it's kind of like an ultimatum that you're putting out there. Yeah, do you agree? Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening? Huh? Well, and you're getting absolute clarity on the situation. And I feel like you're choosing you. And I feel like somebody else is also choosing you. But the problem is sometimes we don't want to say the hard things and we keep prolonging our own misery because we won't just say what needs to be said. I know I struggle with that myself. I have an air moon. Yes, you have no problem saying what needs to be said, do you? No. As you can tell, she's extremely affectionate right now. Ace of Cups. Six of Wands. You're being seen. You're being acknowledged. The Page of Wands in reverse. This is the opposite of player energy. And the Star. Things are looking good, air sign. I think you're going to be having the conversations that you need to have with people. And it's going to give you a renewed sense of support. I hope you have a wonderful June. You take care.